Hi guys, welcome back to another week. These are your daily tarot cards for Monday, July 13th, 2020. We're pulling from the Earth Magic Oracle cards as well as the Moonology Oracle cards. So we're starting off with Rainbow and Blessings. And then we're going on to Whale Breach. Both these cards are basically talking about escaping a situation, escaping our emotions. Water talks about our emotions, the whale jumping out of the water. So releasing our emotions, Mercury going direct. So it's like a release of that energy maybe you've been stuck in for the past 3 weeks and releasing yourself from it. You know, the Rainbow Blessing card talks about, you know, maybe you're mourning the passing of someone, or you're actually, you know, grieving a chapter ending in your life and you're starting with this new beginning. Both cards mostly tie into each other, saying this is from the divine. You were in a toxic situation. You were experiencing blockages. You know, I feel like this happened with a lot of people that they're releasing stuff. You know, we've been getting this a lot in our cards, you know, the past 3 weeks. Release toxic people, release toxic situations, release toxic addictions, and release yourself from that. Free yourself from that. We have Aries and Cancer in the sky, and it's like, you know, Aries is it's all about structure and order, trying to get things like into place right now, that fiery energy. And, you know, I guess we do have full moon in Leo here. So, you know, double fire we have in our cards. So bravery, courage, and strength. So you may be scared. Maybe you've been feeling insecure because of Mercury. And they're saying, you know, have your bravery, have your courage, have your strength, because it's over now. Be grateful for everything that maybe, you know, you had some blessings or you had some lessons during this time, but be grateful for them and move forward with a grateful heart, showing gratitude. So they're saying the storm has passed and it's time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle. Even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness and what you have endured lately. So like I said, maybe, you know, you've been grieving a person. The rainbow is a symbolism of our past loved ones. The rainbow is also a symbolism of those of you that are spiritual and believe in God, is the covenant between God and humans, and, you know, God's love for us. You can now, as they say, count your blessings. You don't have to look at the bright side, but do slowly with a genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. So with myself, I write down even the most trivial things that I feel like is divinely blessed, or something that has happened to me that is a positive in my life. So when I am in that energy where, you know, we have the whale that's in the water with Mercury, it feels like we're drowning in our emotions, and now the whale's releasing from those emotions. So you feel like, you know, maybe you're not doing good enough. Maybe you're just overly tired, you know, because you've been working like crazy, because especially with everything going on, it's like you don't know when it's going to stop. You know, we don't know when this second wave hits. Like, you know, there's talk of the Great Depression. There's, like, you know what I mean? Like, I personally feel like I need to take a break from the news, because when I heard that, it just kind of triggered me. So it's like I have enough insecurities as it is financially, and it's like with hearing that, it's just like that just opens a whole can of worms. So I myself, you know, am a healer, but I'm also human, and my shadow self of my insecurities of financially, you know, when you hear Great Depression, it's like, dang, that's some depressing bleep. So now we're going to move on to whale. So like I said, the whale is escaping the water, so escaping the emotions, you know, and they're telling us to take a break. It is now the time to take a break. So we had, you know, Mercury retrograde for the past 3 weeks. So maybe you did feel like you were drowning during Mercury retrograde, and they're telling you it's time to take a break. And this is not a coffee break. They're saying this is time to do something that you've never done before for yourself. So I know with the crisis going on, it's you have to kind of dial it back, but it's just like loving on yourself. Maybe going for a massage, like maybe there's someone in your family, you know, that does a massage, or just like, you know, escaping for the day and just going out in nature. If you've been inside, they're telling you to go outside. So, you know, where you feel like you're being called to. So they're saying you're so, you've isolated yourself so much that you've created this illusion of safety, yet it's not these things that make you feel safe. So they're just, it's like a release. We're releasing it. Like they said, toxic relationships, toxic situations, toxic behavior. You know, we've been talking about this. I think that was like the theme of Mercury retrograde, is to release all this toxic energy from us. So conclusions are within reach. Totally dealing with, you know, we're coming out of this grief of this situation. You are leaving something behind, but because the universe was like, you were blocked. Now we're removing you from this situation. If you are in the people that I've been reading for, that something has ended, and now something beautiful is coming in. The next card is step out of your comfort zone. So do things that make you feel uncomfortable. If that's just your insecurities. That's our shadow self. And if you do feel the hangover for Mercury retrograde for the next 3 weeks, it always happens. Either the beginning or the end. Some people feel it. But it has gone direct. Some of us were even affected by it, the lucky ones. Don't let pride get in your way. So if you know, maybe you had a falling out. Maybe, you know, you guys have been around each other so much and on top of each other in this isolation that it's like, you know, don't let your pride get in your way. It's been hot. Human X, it's like, you know, that, you know, makes you feel hot and uncomfortable and bothered. You just want to cool down. So the energy is all built up. Like they said, release. Get yourself out of that situation and try to get out a little more, enjoy it. I know in the humidity it's hot, so maybe unless you have water, it's like the only relief you can get. So it's just like, you know, keep in mind the Leo traits. Bravery, courage, and strength. And carry that with you. And be the bigger person and say, you know what? We were both heated. We both said things we didn't mean. You know, apologize first. And just put a conclusion to it. And be grateful that you have that. If this is obviously you care if you're apologizing. And just be grateful that you have that person in your life and you can continue moving forward. So I feel like, you know, we're just kind of like being like the whale. We're jumping out of the suffocation of our emotions and we're jumping into this new energy beginning on Monday. Because Saturday and Sunday, it's just like this energy of like kind of like a hangover from Mercury retrograde. And now we're releasing. They're like, count your blessings of everything that has happened. You know, with myself, you know, maybe not watch the news so much. Maybe when I start hearing things, I'll just fast forward through it and not pay attention to it. So, you know, I don't carry that with me. If you feel like something is suffocating you, like especially in your emotions, it's like, because the sky is releasing into Libra. That's my sign, Libra. It's like, So I felt it. I really felt it yesterday. So it's just like, you know, be calm with yourself. That's why I tell you guys to follow at Deborah Silverman's astrology. And I posted what she had forecasted because I feel like some of us have that energy with us. And it's like saying, it's okay. You know, it's the sky and it's affecting us and it's okay. You know, just breathe and know that it's not all just you. You know, the universe has some sort of play in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, July 13th, 2020. Take it easy on yourselves, guys. Mercury is now gone direct. You may feel it. You may not. Make sure you drink your water and try to take a break from maybe what you've been stuck in with maybe this isolation and do something for yourself. Remember to love yourself. Have a good one, guys.